Now, live from the Blind Ninja Studios in Western Wisconsin, a show with no purpose, hosted by experts at drinking, and they're almost definitely wearing pants. It's time for the Department of Offense.
Welcome to episode 208 of the Department of Offense. I'm your host, Casey. Joining me as always is... Pete!
Yeah. Yep. Here every day.
And Matt.
And hello.
We have a very, very, very rare occurrence of a Carlos-less episode. So one of you guys needs to take up the mantle of crazy person.
Oh, dear.
And figure out some way of taking over the world with today's discussion topic.
See what I can do.
But yeah, it's just no Carlos today. He's at...
A dry wedding on a Sunday.
Yeah, dry wedding on a Sunday. So literally everyone's worst nightmare.
I don't think I've ever been to a wedding on a Sunday. People usually like to have a weekend of fun instead of.
Well, I think it's a reception.
But still,
because they got married down in like Brazil or something, or some sort of South American.
But I feel like it should be over by now too, because everybody's like, I gotta go to work tomorrow.
Well, also like what. There's not going to be any dancing because they're all sober.
Who the fuck wants to dance on a Sunday? You know?
Well, no, who wants to dance sober? Like, I mean, I guess I've never stepped foot on a dance floor without at least 3 beers in me.
Yeah.
And usually it's double that number.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's not going to go late because they're all going to be like, well, it's tired. Good time to go. Call it in. And Game of Thrones is on it.
Yeah, I know, right?
8, so you know it's not going past 8.
Right.
It's one good thing about Sundays now.
Game of Thrones is back for... Well, is there one more season after this one?
Yeah. This one's only 8 episodes, and the next one's only 7 episodes.
Oh man, we're almost halfway through this season
right?
already. Like what happened?
Episode 3.
No,
it's
no.
only episode 3.
We need more.
Yeah. Silliness.
All right, before we get too deep here, I want to give a shout out to our patrons. If you'd like to become a patron, head on over to patreon.com/blindstudios and become a patron today. Every little bit helps. Every dollar keeps beer in our glass. So that's what we need.
Even if I don't want it.
Yeah, damn right, even if you don't want it. And then if you're going to do any Amazon shopping, head on over to blindstudios.com and click on the Amazon link above our homepage, and then you will get, then we get a bit of a kickback from Amazon for everything you buy. So it helps us out, and it's real easy for you to do. And costs you nothing but an extra click. So yeah, they're just that fast.
Clicker. Get the clicker. Oh shit, I didn't bring it down.
Just
probably a good thing.
All right. So Pete, what have you been up to, man?
Oh, I was wondering if you're going to ask me that. I was just trying to think about it.
The hardest question. What have you done this past week?
We went to the small beer fest yesterday.
We did. I'm trying to think a little further back before I get to like last night. Just playing Diablo because it's a new season, and I'm a fiend, so won't talk about that anymore. But
how's the new season?
It's good.
Okay,
it's good.
Why is it called a season?
Because everything gets reset. You have to start from scratch.
Oh.
So, but yeah, that beer thing yesterday. It was like a hunter, an angler. Gathering, right?
Yeah, it was something like
to benefit
conservation people too.
Yeah, something about the public lands, not being able to hunt on the public lands, or something like that. I probably didn't listen well enough.
I definitely didn't listen close enough.
Something.
So it was going for a good cause, but they did not promote it well at all.
Yeah, it was. I mean, nobody had heard of it. Like,
yeah, it's like a couple days before. It's like, wait, there's a free beer fest. I mean, it wasn't free, but. Like, there's no entry fee or whatever. You go in and...
Yeah. Well, and it was $20 for a pint glass and 4 pints. Like,
yeah. I mean, any of those beers,
a bad deal, no.
Any of those beers, you pay $5 for when you go get them.
Right.
So it's like down in the park, you get a sweet cup.
Yeah,
I like
cool
the
metal cup.
I mean,
and it was supposed to be 7-ounce pours, but the breweries didn't seem to care. Yeah.
Well, they all had half barrels, and they're like, well, there isn't anybody else coming. So.
Well, because they knew they're like, well, the crowd isn't massive, and here comes people that we know. Let's maybe they'll liven it up.
Yeah, no, it seemed like it was a lot of people that the breweries knew. Like, just kind of mingling about it. It was a really cool crowd. The problem is, next year, everybody's going to know about it. It's not going to be it's going to be on mainstream.
I'm guessing they're probably going to change the location of it next year because it was just Because when I was talking to the one guy, he's like, yeah, some of us are from up north, some of us are over by Milwaukee, and then there's just a few people in Minnesota or something. So they're just trying to get their name known here, I guess.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
All right. Well, that would make sense then if they didn't have it there. But it was really cool. I was surprised. I didn't know what
The
to
band
expect.
was good.
Yep, the band was good. The maple or the candied bacon was eh.
Oh, you got some?
Zach
Zach
did.
had some.
Okay.
I
And
was hoping for some like actual bacon,
it had the consistency of soggy beef jerky.
and it was
Oh,
good.
okay.
But
I would've
I
said
was
it's
craving
like-
it after I kept eating after that piece. I'm like,
That's
well,
true.
yeah.
Like the guy said, yeah, it's like bacon crack.
And I
And
was
Matt
like-
and Matt had a piece and he's like, this isn't crack.
This isn't crack at all.
and then on the right, like we're just pulling out of the parking lot, and Matt's like, he was right. It's like crack.
Then Zach gave me another big piece. That stuff.
Yeah, to Barker's. Got
Yeah.
the Thin Lizzies, dude.
Dude.
It's like, yeah, you get their wings with all the sauces and stuff, except you just get like the chicken breast or whatever, and
That sounds real
with
good.
any of the sauce, it's good.
Sounds really good.
You
We
get the fries too,
We shared a basket of fries.
Good.
'Cause they're damn good there.
because they're damn good.
We dipped them in the queso that we had left over from the queso that we got.
we ordered Jimmy John's, or Matt ordered Jimmy John's at
We
one
got
point,
in. We put all the red peppers.
with the gray poop on Zach's sandwich.
Like put gray poop on and extra red peppers on
Oh, yeah. Did he eat it?
it. Yeah, he's like, dude, this is really hot, but I can't stop.
He was complaining about it this morning too. Apparently, it burned coming out the other end as well.
He was so hungry.
Well, didn't I yell like, "Hey Zach, you want red peppers?" Like, okay,
He's like, I don't know, sure.
okay, extra. And then we put
Grey Poupon.
gray poop.
Who the fuck had Grey Poupon?
They had
It's
it.
an option.
And-
at
Oh,
Jimmy
okay. I
John's.
thought there
And
was like
all I
some in the
want,
fridge.
I just wanted to tell Zach that there was gray poop on his sandwich.
Grey Poupon.
Well, yeah, when I saw that on the menu, I'm like, dude, they have gray poop on. Let's put it on. Boop. When that thing came to, I lifted it out of the back. It was like,
$17
holy shit.
pounds.
It was the Italian nightclub, so
Oh,
I imagine all that stuff wasn't that great on
the
there.
Italian nightclub with
Yeah.
that stuff. Oh,
I don't even like it to
because
begin
that's
with.
like a
Well, there's
a
onions and shit on there too,
vinaigrette
isn't there?
almost.
Yeah.
The dressing.
Yeah, it was.
When they got that
it
order,
was
they probably
massive.
Of course, that.
can't believe you ate the whole thing.
Yeah, and then we played some Mario Kart,
And then I fell asleep on the
and
floor.
then Matt fell asleep. And then we had some Pokemon battles.
Yeah, that was cool
Oh,
seeing that
yeah.
game again. I hadn't seen
Yeah.
that since fucking middle school.
Yeah, we busted out some Pokemon Stadium on the N64.
Yeah, Richie
Stadium?
Slavicki had that one, and we played that over his house all the
Okay.
time.
Yeah. Pokemon.
Digital monster. Oh, yeah, those are Digimon.
Pokemon,
Digimon.
digital monsters. Digimon are the catch 'em all.
Yep,
Exactly.
That one. So, Matt, have you been up to anything else other than Beer Fest?
Just saw War of the Planet of the Apes on Monday. Otherwise, it's your normal
shit,
week.
I haven't seen that yet. I really
Yeah.
need to.
I enjoyed it.
Dude, the
Uh,
beginning was fucking sweet. I was into it.
Overall, they're like those movies don't blow me away really, but they're just every time they come out, I have to see them, and I'm
Yeah.
very entertained every time.
Well,
It's
I see
got
the-
Woody in it, right?
Yeah.
Fucking A.
The mocap in that stuff is
it's
insane.
fucking amazing.
Like they've made leaps in, like if you look at the first one versus like the clips I've seen of this one, like it's a night and day difference.
Well, I mean, even the first one, it was just beautiful as all
Yeah.
hell too. It's like,
Dude, who did the voice for the monkey that was from the zoo that like had the coat on?
off the top of my head, I can't remember, but he made me laugh.
It sounded familiar.
Oh no!
I don't know. Casey has
Nope,
no idea.
I got nothing. I
That's
might go
alright.
see it this week. We'll see.
I think I'm going to see Dunkirk tomorrow.
Oh, fucking A,
right,
that's
that's
out.
out.
God
Yeah,
damn it.
god damn it. There's too much shit out.
It's nice because I have Mondays off, so I can just go in the afternoon. And now
Nice.
Kelsey has off because she doesn't work anymore, so she can go.
She's fun employed.
She's retired.
Bad Ape. It was Steve Zahn.
Steve, who's that?
Oh, I need to turn my internet on. Sorry.
That
guy.
Oh, really?
This is really good for an
That
audio
guy.
podcast. Oh, he was in he's been in a bunch
Saving
of stuff.
Silverman.
Yeah.
So he was in Sahara, I think. He was
Joyride,
Sahara, yeah.
Sahara.
in- okay, yeah, he's the best friend in everything that he's in.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
just he's just that best friend dude.
I like
Quirky
him.
best friend. Yeah. Yeah. So anything else, Matt?
No.
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 Shit. What did I do? I started putting together all the shit for our Mario Kart game next weekend. Super excited about that. It's gonna be awesome. We're gonna have a lot of fun.
Matt, are you taking Yoshi?
I don't know. Am I?
I said you could have Yoshi.
Sure,
I think
I'll take Yoshi.
officially it's Yoshi. on the
Sure,
thing.
that's fine. I'm
And-
whatever.
Yeah, and
Okay,
then
then I'll
you're
toad it up.
Toad. Yeah.
That's
Toading
Maurice,
it up.
the orangutan.
Maurice?
Yeah. The giant orangutan.
And then let's see.
It says like 4 words. The whole
What
series.
the fuck else did I think that's really about it.
Yeah,
Just work
it
and
wasn't much going on this week.
yeah. Well, and then went out or stopped at Emma's for one beer on Friday.
But that turned into how many?
I don't know.
Did a shot of whiskey.
Did a shot of whiskey.
She just all have what he's having.
I don't know. It was fine. If I would have just, had the whole shot, but it's like he was sipping it before we were having shots. Like, oh, I should do that. And you're like, all right, we're ready. I'm like, I just had a sip.
I know
and then
it's
I had to
coming.
pile drive the rest of it. Then the fish fries.
But I was already pretty drunk at that time, so that I think that beer had to be more than what it is.
I had a
don't
couple
know.
beers, I think. So I
Yeah.
was feeling a little weird.
That
And I
was,
felt
that was
great.
a little weird.
Yeah.
But then $70 later,
Well, thank you.
Yeah, thanks, man. That was real good shots. And then
I forgot all about those two. I saw my bill and I'm like, $55.
Yeah, then I drank mojitos and played Mario Kart all Saturday afternoon, so that was fun.
Dude.
Getting warmed up, man. Because I know I'm gonna
Yeah.
be just half in the bag trying to stay on the track. And it's gonna be hard.
Yeah,
see how
that,
it
that was
goes.
a lot more difficult than I remember it on that one.
Yeah.
I can do pretty good on the newer ones, but
Well, the maps where you can like fall off.
Oh yeah, those
If we
are
could avoid
atrocious.
those, that'd be great.
We're not gonna be able to,
Because
man.
I'll throw a controller.
especially it'll be like an old time. You have the Game Boy controller, GameCube controller, you just chuck it.
You're like, now.
And then the cord, it reaches into the cord and it like rips back. It's like, oh shit, I could have really damaged something.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's it. Matt or not Matt, Pete, you want to grab the beer from behind you there?
Yeah, which top or bottom one?
The cocoa nut. Should be. It's the 4-pack in there. It's in the bottom fridge. Sorry.
Cocoa Nut.
It's a coconut beer. Yeah, we have the coconut Hiwa porter. or Hiwa.
Their double
From-
IPA is really good.
from Maui Brewing Company in Hawaii.
I like
it's,
their cans.
it's an American porter, 6%. It's a
I don't
robust
need a full one.
dark ale
then I'll
with hand toasted coconut and hints of
I'll let
mocha.
Pour into your TQ there.
my tiku.
Cold beer. Cold beer is good.
My tiku.
I really like their cans.
Ooh, these cans have a funny shape. I did
Uh-huh.
not notice it before.
They had their double IPA. One of our vendors gave us one to try, and I really like it.
Yeah, I hadn't seen this beer, so I saw it at Divine and I was like, oh, wow, this is a new one. And coconut.
I want to go to Maui.
Yeah,
Yeah, sounds nice.
it does. All right, Pete, you want to tell us about this beer? Sorry, try to put you on the spot. Usually it's Carlos going first, but he abandoned his post.
Ooh, coconutty, creamy. Little sweetness there.
Smells like chocolate and coconuts.
It's pretty good for a porter. I like it.
It smells like Hawaii.
I wouldn't know. I've never been to Hawaii. Do they have a lot of chocolate there?
No, it just reminds me of Hawaii. I went there once. Like macadamia cookies and macadamia nuts and stuff.
Ooh, macadamia nut, like, oh man, like a good macadamia nut cookie is so good. Did you want to say anything else about the beer, Pete?
Oh no, thoughts, gentlemen.
Tastes
took a
like
sip.
chocolate milk, kind of. I kind of like it.
Yeah, there's a lot. Like the toasted coconut's there, but I feel like there's more chocolate. But then I get like the toasted coconut sweetness in the back.
It tastes like creamy, kind of, but it's not at all.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, Maui.
Yeah, no, this is really good.
So far, the 2 beers I've had from Maui Brewing are quite delicious.
It's a coconut.
Coconut hiwa.
All right, Pete, give me a number. Give me a number, man.
A number there?
Yeah, man, I need a number.
Oh, we'll do an 8.25.
An 8.25.
I think I need a mibasa. Is that what they're called with this? It's only in Hawaii and Okinawa. It's where it's a piece of spam and then some egg wrapped in seaweed and rice at the bottom.
That sounds terrible.
They're fucking delicious.
But there's
It's
spam in it.
It's like the normal breakfast thing there. That and this would be like perfect. You have to try it. You can't knock it until you try it.
This is true.
And it's
This is true.
Hawaii, so they.
I like everything there except the spam. I never understood why Hawaii puts spam in
I like
goddamn
spam.
everything.
Spam's good, especially if you fry it up a little bit.
I don't know. You know what it is? It's the texture. I can't get past
Fry it
this.
up a little bit.
Yeah,
It's like a bologna loaf.
it's
I don't
it's
like. I can't stand it when it comes out of the thing. The texture's really
it's
gross.
jellied meat.
Yeah.
Like you should not be able to spread it.
You don't spread it.
You can.
Gross.
You can totally spread spam.
I don't
Meat
spread
spread.
spam. But I'll give this an 8.
Neat. I'm stuck on meat spread.
Meat spreading.
No, that's like liver
Braunschweiger.
pate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, but
yeah.
that's good.
Okay, then you
That's
have to
good.
you have to have mibasa then,
No, man, it's spam.
or mubasa. Mubasa.
It's not Braunschweiger.
Mibasa, mubasa.
Mibasa. Yubasa.
Yeah, I'll give it an
Mibasa.
8. This is like it's really good. Good coconut flavors. Good, like very chocolatey, and it's not too sweet. Like I was worried it was going to be like just cloyingly sweet, but
Yeah.
it like the sweetness subsides. So it's good, man. It's good.
Very good.
And now the Department of Defense presents news with Casey.
That's me. Oh man, I should have pulled out the banjos for the one time Carlos isn't here, and just let him play on a loop for a while. All right.
We don't want-
It was a scene you need to see to believe. A dump truck carrying dough spilled its contents on a Washington interstate on Monday after authorities said the heat caused the dough to rise. When you think you've seen it all, dough, State Trooper Brooke Bova tweeted with a photo of the accident. The heat is making it rise. Bova easily appeared to have a ball while sharing photos and video of the globs of white stuff dripping out of a plastic bag and onto the ground in Tacoma. Holy grain, Batman. It's messy, but it's not a hazard. I'm on a roll, she captioned one photo. In another tweet, she shared a photo of herself and another woman posing in front of the growing dough. Because when you see something fun in this job, you take a selfie and document it. Hashtag the great dough rising. I want to know why there was a bunch of dough in the back of this dump truck. The article never gets into that, and I researched it a little bit, and I couldn't figure out why. Are there any
Maybe,
theories on that one?
maybe that's how they transport it.
Like just dough in the back. Like you would think it'd be. I mean, maybe a dump truck, but like I would think like a refrigerator truck.
Maybe it's dough
or-
that they use in shit that like they feed animals, you know? Like dog treats and shit. There's some dog treats where it's like, you know, they're like baked treats, you know. Could
Okay.
be. Could be.
Yeah, you're.
Far fetched, probably.
I'm just. A dump truck just doesn't seem like a dough carrying vehicle. Like it's not the first thing that would pop into my mind and be like,
Yeah. But
you
did
know
it
what?
show it? The dump truck?
Yeah.
Was it like standard?
It was
industrial,
just a standard industrial dump truck
Huh.
with bread dough spilling out of it.
unless it was like they were gonna like get rid of it. Maybe I don't know.
Or maybe they're like trying to build like the world's largest pretzel or something. I don't
Maybe.
why in a dump truck? It just doesn't make any sense. Also, it's dough, so it's sticky. So it's like it's not gonna like dump out very well
No.
unless they used a shit ton of Pam.
Shit ton of flour.
Yes,
Whatever.
everyone spray it. Get in there and we'll spray it down with the Pam.
Did you bring the
Just like-
Crisco?
10 people in there.
Just dual wielding Pam can.
Or 5 gallons of lube.
Yeah.
They bought the drum.
The drum. They
The
brought the drum of
55
lube.
gallon drum of lube.
They apply with like a broom.
They're just mopping it on.
Yeah.
Yes. I do that part time. I would do that part time.
You'd be a lube mopper.
Yeah. Just on the side.
All right, this must be what fame tastes like. Justin Roiland, creator of the animated series Rick and Morty, is about to have a 2-decade dream come true. He once again gets to sample McDonald's Szechuan-style dipping sauce. The Asian-style Chicken McNugget dipping sauce was made only briefly in 1998 as a part of a promotion for the Disney animated feature Mulan. I actually watched that the other day at work, and it was pretty great.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It was pretty.
It was delightful.
That's why you
man out
were
of
crying
you.
in there.
Yeah, man.
There was a tear in the eye.
Well, you just at the end, man. It's just
I like the little dragon guy.
Mushu.
Mushu. Szechuan sauce.
That Szechuan sauce.
So what? He gets to try it, and none
All
of
right,
us have to?
so Roiland told a Comic-Con panel Friday that the fast food giant has promised to deliver him a jug of the sauce next week. Roiland told reporters he plans to film himself and co-creator Dan Harmon sampling the sauce, including any disappointing reactions. Roiland has carried a 2-decade torch for the sauce. He even turned his love for it into a crucial plot point of the season 3 premiere of Rick and Morty, which aired April 1st on Cartoon Network as a sneak preview. The real season premiere is on July 30th, which is today. In the episode, Rick Sanchez, who is seen being imprisoned by aliens, declared to grandson Morty that he was going to do everything he could to get his hands on the discontinued sauce. The show has its season 3 premiere July 30th, but Roiland and Harmon declined to mention how much the sauce will be featured in future episodes. Roiland did, however, talk about how far he has gone to try to find the beloved sauce. I heard they had a limited batch at the 2010 Winter Olympics in Canada, Roiland said. I called every McDonald's in LA and went online. I even might have tried to connect with people in Canada to see if they could mail it to me, and that failed. Like, this man really wants that sauce. Like, I don't know, man. It's a nugget sauce.
I love nugget sauces.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, McDonald's has sauce. Like, their sweet and sour is
Still,
pretty solid.
It's a Szechuan sauce that you remember from your childhood. It's nostalgia, and you want to taste it again.
True. Like when we did the Ecto Coolers.
Yes.
That was real disappointing.
Yes.
Don't chase your childhood.
the
Don't
surge.
do it.
Don't chase your child.
Don't do it.
And just so you know, it's 10 p.m. Central Time is what time that starts at. 10:30 is the brand new
Oh, good.
episode.
So after HBO's Game of Thrones.
They planned it all out perfectly.
Wait,
Yes, they did.
Where do you watch Rick and Morty?
Cartoon Network.
On the
Oh,
internet.
You gotta watch Cartoon Network. They have Cartoon Network to go.
They might do a broadcast on their website
With a side of Szechuan sauce, man.
because they broadcasted that whole first episode on their website. I'm wondering if they'll do the same.
They might. I don't know.
I gotta see the first season or 5 or whatever they're
There's
on.
only 2 seasons.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
only 2
okay.
seasons. It's pretty quick.
Yeah, each one is what 20 minutes or so.
Yeah, but man, it's a dense 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It's
It's all sciencey and stuff. And
It's really
funny
good.
and gross.
It's just
Rick and Morty's cult appeal has raised awareness of the sauce and inspired online petitions demanding it back. In April, McDonald's spokesperson said it is willing to consider bringing the sauce back. We never say never because when our customers speak, we listen, the spokesperson said. And to paraphrase some of our most enthusiastic fans, our sauce is so good that it would be worth waiting 9 seasons or 97 years for.
Hmm.
Yeah, so
on my deathbed. I want that Szechuan sauce.
I need it. It's real
It's
important.
nugs.
A woman shocked 911 operator 911 operators in Ohio when she called in a report she had a 5-foot-long snake wrapped around her neck. I have a boa constrictor stuck to my face, the Sheffield Lake woman said on the call. She added that the snake had latched onto her nose and she was unable to pry the mouth open. First of all, never let a snake get that close to your face. That is step 1. Step 2, don't have a snake.
Or step 3, don't have a nose that looks like something a snake wants to eat.
Dude, man, snakes are spiteful. They'll just bite it no matter what. There's nothing you can do. They're snakes. They're born assholes, man. I don't. On the call, the dispatcher can be heard saying, "I've never heard of this before." The woman, whose name has not been released, was keeping the boa constrictor as a pet. She told the 911 operator she had rescued the snake the day before, and she.
Well.
And she also had 9 ball pythons. This lady had 10 fucking snakes in her house.
Wow.
And only one of them tried to
Does
murder
it
her.
say where she rescued
Yeah,
it
the
from?
new one.
I know he probably was like down in Florida.
Yeah, it's
Like,
sitting in the
probably-
woods.
oh look, there's a snake.
Probably lives in the middle of the swamp.
The swamp in Ohio.
Oh, I missed the Ohio. I guess never mind.
When responders arrived, she was lying in her driveway with blood around her. She was taken to a hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Firefighters said they had to cut the snake's head off to detach the reptile from her face.
Jesus Christ.
Because of how close it was wrapped around her, there was no other options, from what I understand, Sheffield Lake Fire Lieutenant Wes Mariner said. And I think he did the right thing.
That'd be kind of traumatic, just seeing a fucking snake's head get chopped off as it's latched to your face. Like,
I think having a snake latched to your face is the traumatic part of that.
I think it's a little of both. Because obviously she loves snakes. If she went and saved how
Maybe
many
not
fucking
anymore. It
snakes.
tried to eat her nose.
She was probably trying to kiss it.
The snake is like, get the fuck away from
Oh,
me.
a brand new snake. Let's get to know it. Let's get it comfortable.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
feel
put
like
it around my neck.
if you own a snake, that snake's purpose or whatever, like what it thinks in its head is it's trying to eat you someday. Like it's just trying to size you up its whole life.
Yeah, snakes are not pets. Like they're not puppies.
Well, some
No,
There's
no,
some.
man. No, snakes are not puppies. Snakes
they
are
can be.
snakes are murder creatures. That's their entire point. Like they're just one long murder muscle. And some of
A
them have
swallow-
poison.
A swallowing murder muscle that can neutralize you before it eats you.
By trying to bite your
They're
nose.
beautiful creatures.
Then again, maybe the snake was just playing got your nose.
Exactly.
But didn't have any hands, so actually had to eat the nose. He learned it wrong. A Los Angeles man was arrested on Tuesday after federal prosecutors said he arranged to smuggle into the United States 3 live, highly venomous king cobra snakes
Oh.
hidden in potato chip canisters. Rodrigo Franco, age 34, was charged with illegally importing merchandise into the country in connection with a parcel from Hong Kong that was intercepted by U.S. Customs and Border Protection agents on containing the 2-foot long snakes concealed inside the canisters. 3 albino Chinese soft-shelled turtles were also found in the package. Why are you putting turtles and snakes in the same package?
I'm
They're
guessing it's
different
talking about the
containers.
package as a whole.
Oh, okay.
But still, yeah. So what? Somebody's like buying them on the black market type thing. And he's-
Apparently, yeah. I don't know.
what kind of turtles are?
They are
Soft-shelled
albino Chinese soft-shelled turtles.
Soft shell tacos?
Dude.
Oh, dude.
Chinese tacos, man.
Chinese soft shell tacos.
Adding that Franco on that same day mailed a box to Hong Kong
Gosh,
with
its head looks like
6
a
protected
penis.
turtles inside. What? That sounds terrifying. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Man, what kind
That
of
is a
penises?
terrifying turtle.
What kind of penises, man?
Man, I don't know. That's a fucked up looking turtle, man.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the turtle source. Soft-shelled Chinese turtles for sale.
According to a criminal complaint filed in the case, Franco admitted during an interview with authorities that he had previously received a total of 20 king cobras in 2 prior shipments, but that all of those snakes had died in transit. He faces a maximum of 20 years in prison if convicted, although federal sentencing guidelines typically call for less time behind bars. According to the National Geographic website, the king cobra, also known as some word I can't pronounce, is the longest venomous king cobra, or snake, reaching up to 18 feet in length. When confronted, the king cobras can raise up to 1/3 of their bodies off the ground, flare out their hoods, and emit a bone-chilling hiss before attacking your nose.
Dude, 18 feet and 1/3 of its length can be above the ground.
Yeah, man. So it's just 6 feet of snake coming at
A
you.
cobra taller than you.
Yeah,
if you're laying on
hissing.
the ground, that's definitely going to try and eat you.
well, but see, the thing that cobra has over the python is it does not have to choke you out.
It's true.
It can just bite you on the nose and you die.
Mm-hmm.
It bites you on the nose and waits,
That's fucking insane.
and you're just like, fucking.
Dude, you ever
shit.
wonder like how many fucking creatures are like that? Like just out, obviously not around here, but just like ones that people got into the country and they like got loose or whatever. They've just been living. Just like, shit.
That's one of the reasons I never want to live somewhere where it's like summer all the time. We need the winter to kill those creatures.
We need to cleanse every year.
I mean, yeah, we got mosquitoes and shit, but everything else dies in the winter. So
Right.
Right, and then it's just magically born again in the springtime.
Yeah, did I tell you when I was in Thailand and the like day before I arrived at the hostel I was staying at, there was like a 5 to 6 foot long boa constrictor hanging in the tree next to my hut. Yep. So it's like there's a swamp right there, and then there's the Bangkok River right there, and the hut's like right in the middle there. I'm like, wow, that's kind of creepy. So I'm happy they told me after I left that happened.
yeah,
They like showed me a picture of it, and it's like half hanging out of the tree and shit.
they would have found Matt laying on the ground with a snake attached
I
to
know,
his
right?
nose.
A new friend.
Hey, friend.
Dude, it's probably like it's home. It probably just hangs
Well,
out
yeah,
there
it
and
probably came out of the swamp there and then just climbed up in the tree.
it likes that tree.
I don't know.
That's
man.
crazy.
That'd
Oh.
be terrifying to walk out of that hut and just be like, holy
And
fuck.
like, oh, snake.
Giant snake going inside for the day.
Well, I don't have to take a shit anymore.
I was just waiting
is
for like
done.
a fucking body to come floating past in the river there. Because like there's a dead dogs in there, there's dead cats in there, just all bloated and floating around in the river. It's a pretty dirty fucking river.
Yeah, that sounds
Bangkok
real
for ya.
clean. Like,
And then as you're like walking over a bridge to like going into the city or whatever, there's like gigantic monitor lizards just hanging out.
what are they monitoring?
I don't know, that's what they're called.
Human activity.
Yeah, they're
Possible
like as
dinner.
big as this fucking table, just kind of sitting there on some logs.
Just watching, be like, I could eat that.
Yeah, right.
Some Szechuan sauce.
Mhm.
That's cool. Dirty.
A report of a garish clown brandishing a machete was no laughing matter to police in Maine, who took a 31-year-old man into custody for frightening residents in a small rural community. The incident began Tuesday evening when a concerned citizen called police and said a man dressed as a clown and armed with a machete was milling about near a Hollis convenience store.
Milling about.
Just milling about with his machete, like you do. When state police troopers arrived at the scene, witnesses told them that the man had fled into the woods. Roughly an hour later, authorities patrolling in nearby Waterboro spotted the creepy clown exiting a wooded area. According to police, the suspect, identified as Corey Berry of Hollis, was wearing a black hooded sweatshirt and a clown mask. A machete was duct taped to his amputated arm. State Trooper Adam Schmidt said that Berry was intoxicated. Well, of course, no sober person's like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to duct tape a machete to my stump
Yeah, that's
and then
so
wear
weird.
a clown.
Fucking just waving some fucking nub around with a machete on it.
Well, nobody will fuck with him then.
It's true.
Yeah, but hopefully, like, he doesn't have like a phantom, like limb thing, and then like try to go take a piss with the
Yeah.
machete still attached to his arm. That
That'll
could
be
be bad.
Wow, that's weird. Creepy. Creepy clown.
Oh, okay, the clown. I was trying to figure out which part was creepy.
The whole goddamn thing.
Question by
float down here, Georgie.
question by police. Barry said he was clowning around, trying to play a prank that copied the creepy clown sightings that have garnered media attention in recent years.
That's just not something you do.
Whether he meant to do anything or not, it's pretty scary, witness Lindsay Borton said. State police also failed to find the humor in the creepy clown gag and charged Barry with criminal threatening. I didn't know that was a thing. Like, is there like regular threatening and then criminal threatening?
Like, I'm gonna be a criminal. Don't stop me.
Well,
I'll do it. I'll do it. I will commit a misdemeanor and become a criminal.
That's it. He admitted to doing something before he did it. Guilty.
All right. So today's discussion topic kind of stems from I was listening to a podcast last week or the week before, and they were talking about what job they would have if the internet went down the next day, like what they would do. And I was thinking about it, and that's not a super entertaining conversation for this group because Matt can still bartend.
Yep.
So his life does not change.
and there'll probably be a lot more people at the bar.
Right.
Too.
I could go into brewing.
Yep.
So that like I don't know. Pete, what would you do if there was no internet?
No internet?
Yep.
Probably get back into skateboarding.
Be outside more.
What would you do for employment?
I'd record a lot of music. I mean, record music, but I think I
Yeah.
would record more because I wouldn't be playing video games and things like.
Yeah. Just a lot more time to do shit. It'd be weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, so instead of doing that, I was wondering what would we do if just electricity stopped, like went away, like we got just like shot back into the 1800s. Like it's
So no batteries?
no bad, like everything with electricity just stops working. It's like the premise of that show Revolution. It was on NBC a couple years
like
ago.
the batteries
That's
that I
the
have
two-season.
charged already,
I can't bring those.
they
Nope.
won't work.
Yep, no, like any
Just pretend
Even in
it's
the show, they
1800s.
didn't work for just until they died.
no, yeah. So what happened was it was nanites in the air. There's a whole thing in that
Okay.
show. But yeah, so yeah, no, everything's just done.
Wow.
Can't power device.
Well, we're drinking warm beer.
We're drinking a lot of warm beer real
we
quick.
could just dig a hole real deep and
That's
make
true.
a cellar and
There you go.
keep the beer down there.
Like what they did in the old days.
We're gonna have to like start like sawing up ice chunks in
Yeah.
the winter and putting it on
Well, now that
sawdust.
big one broke out of the Antarctic,
Let's go. That's the new beer cooler, guys.
hey, we could commandeer that thing that's the size of Delaware, and that's the ice for the we're selling. That's our world global domination right there.
Selling ice. I hope
Yeah.
it makes it down to Mexico. Thank you for your business.
No more frozen margaritas.
There's also that other piece that broke off that's the size of Manhattan. Like a boat comes up to it, and it's like, I'm like, oh, you can't even like take a picture of the size of this thing.
Jesus.
Because Manhattan, it's like 10 miles long or something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah. So like it said it took 2 hours for them to boat next to it. And
I wouldn't want a boat next to it.
Just push
they're
it.
It's
doing
a giant floaty thing of ice.
They're
It will
doing a
squish
tour
you.
of Antarctica or something, and then they're like coming up to this thing. It's like Jesus Christ,
So like
that's just floating out there.
these like ice shelves that like kind of like slough off. Do they cause like massive waves like when they go in?
No, because
Probably.
maybe they're just like, not like dropping from a big distance kind of thing.
Okay.
They're not displacing a whole bunch of.
I suppose
Water?
they're probably already, yeah. It's just slowly getting warmer. What do all the polar bears do that are sitting on there, man?
They are fucked.
So that was what
documentaries out of
Carlos is
it.
gonna do. He's gonna commandeer that fucking giant iceberg.
Okay, well, first of all, how?
He's gonna do it.
Like, he needs to find some
I'm
sort
not
of like
gonna get into Carlos's
steam engine.
mind, but I guarantee that's something that Carlos would think of.
He's like, yeah, man, I'm gonna. I don't think it is. I think he's like, man.
Wait, he won't have electricity.
He won't have electricity.
He would
is
have
the
withered
thing.
and died immediately.
We'd have to go outside.
No, he can read a lot of books.
I don't know. He doesn't have that many paper books anymore, and his car won't go anywhere because it has an electric starter. And do you see him walking to the nearest Barnes and Noble?
Or the library.
Well, here's what
Oh
would
yeah,
happen.
those are a thing, aren't they?
Yeah.
Here's what would happen. He would realize how shitty it is. He'd be like, damn it. He'd try to make like a sundial or some shit. And then he'd be like, this fucking sucks. And that's when he'd commandeer the 10-mile iceberg and try to run it into civilization.
Oh, I could see that. I could see him trying to run something into another thing. he steals some sort of like steam barge, and he's just like, we're gonna take it, we're gonna move it, but he doesn't account for the melting that will occur while you're pushing this giant ice chunk across the ocean,
Well, I guess then he'll start displacing the water and
and then
flooding
bury Florida.
places. Yep.
Yeah, he would like dam something up. Be like, that's right.
That's right, bitches. He'll go into the Gulf of Mexico and just whoosh water.
So what would you guys do? What would you do, Pete? Tomorrow
would I
electricity's
do?
gone.
Well, first things first, you have to figure out the shitter situation because you can't start using the toilet, and not that, I guess I keep thinking like 1800s,
Yeah, no, the toilet will still work because
So the toilet's fine.
But it won't be able to pump water up to it because of electricity.
I think it's. I don't know if there's electric water pumps or not. Well, what you can
Yeah.
do is if you have access to water, you can pour the water into the back of the toilet and then flush it,
Yes.
and because that's all gravity
Yep.
and.
Might just dig a hole, make it easier,
Yeah, no, definitely. Like that's only gonna. That's
I
a
live
very
next
short.
to water, so I could shit into water.
Also, that don't-
Dude, you could build like a little
Matt.
tube system.
Matt, do not shit into the Kinney. If electricity goes away.
It's okay because it's just going into Lake George. It's just going into Lake George.
This is my toilet now. Yeah, but what if everybody's downstream trying to like
Yeah,
live
like-
off the
like
water?
they're trying to
I hope
get
they're not
drinking
trying to live
water.
in
Just
Lake
shit in
George.
it.
That'd be gross.
No, but they're downstream a little ways, and they're trying to like. They're getting and they're boiling it and shit.
What if they're fishing
And
and
then a
things?
mat turd comes by.
then
then
you
your
just
turd-
you just see a
your
mat
turd-
turd, little piece of corn in it, and a peanut.
No, but really, you could build like a tube system from your apartment all the way down to the
It's
river.
true.
Just anything you don't want, shove it into the river. It'll take care of it. It'll get dammed up like quarter mile down.
I can sell water. I'll dam it up right there and sell water to the town.
You could generate
I
electricity.
could generate electricity.
No, man, you can't.
Well, there used to be a mill there, so if I get a wheel on the back there again, I can do something with that.
You could grind grain.
I could
Make flour.
There's no electricity to grind the grain anymore.
You could wind up giant rubber bands and then sell them. It's because people are going to make cars with giant rubber bands. It's like, all right, we got to go to town.
If anything,
Put in a
I
new
know
rubber
I'm
band.
probably going to take up reading and hopefully want to bike more. With all the chaos going around, I don't know if I'll be able to survive, but
Dude, get fat tires on your bike.
You have to get like an old timey cash register at Emma's.
we have one in the basement.
Right,
There's
then you
probably-
guys are set.
Probably a couple of them. In
You
the
guys
basement.
can sell warm beer
Mhm.
and liquor.
Yeah, we'll have to start putting the kegs underneath the tap boxes like in the old days again.
Mhm.
But you can only have 2 taps then.
That's okay. You don't have a distributor anymore. The only
That's
place
true.
the only place you're getting beer is from local
It's
breweries.
true.
So you'll have Pitchfork will be fine because they're all direct fire,
Mhm.
so they don't need any electricity. Swinging Bridge
Yep.
is gonna have some issues because they have an electric brew system.
Luckily, we will be able to survive quite a while at Emma's. So
Yeah. Well, no, I'll sell you guys some beer. Like,
Okay.
it's the only commodity I have left.
I don't think those laws will really matter at that time. So
No, I'll barter beer for eggs.
Money will
Eggs.
still be a thing. 100%.
But I mean, like the rules of where you can't buy beer
Yeah, but-
from.
Pete, how much cash do you have access to right now?
Yeah, but I mean, it's the amount of cash in the world, really, because it's going to make its way
Yeah, but-
somewhere.
But
Yeah, but
all yours is in a bank right now, and that's ones and zeros. So
all my cash is digital. So
Well, that's true. I mean, I
I
got a lot of
have-
coins.
I think I have
I'll be okay right
$27
now.
in
I think
cash.
prices for things will go way down.
No.
'Cause
It
It
depends.
depends.
You're not going to be put out of business because
Yeah,
you're not
but
making
we
enough
don't have
money. You
any
just have to-
delivery systems anymore because you can't run a car without electricity.
Yep.
Well, that's true.
So-
Depends if they get stuff local.
Basically,
you know.
what we have in town here is what we have.
Yeah,
Right
but a
now.
lot of places get shit. From
Any
close by.
refrigerated goods at the grocery stores and stuff gone.
And like Rising Sun Farms way out in the middle of nowhere, so they aren't
Yep.
getting food to us.
Yeah, so
anytime soon,
your fresh produce is gone. The canned stuff is gonna skyrocket in price.
or else it'll just get looted the day that everything happens.
It's going to become the new currency. Canned vegetables,
And
soup,
water.
canned water.
People with gardens are gonna be selling the shit out of stuff. The
Mhm.
first winter is gonna be
Ugh.
super brutal,
Or they're going to get robbed.
or they're gonna get robbed. Yeah, it'll be like in Venezuela where like people have to guard their fruit trees with guns.
Really?
Yeah, because the economy tanked so hard that like food is super expensive, and so like people will rob fruit trees now, but they need those fruit trees for food. So
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't even think about that. Like grocery stores, like they're gonna
Yeah.
food is gonna be a big problem real quick.
Because the clerks and
Mm.
everything like that aren't going to be able to handle that. Somebody's just going to come in there with a bunch of guns and be like, "Now I own this place,
Well,
bitch."
see, I don't know. I think people will act a little bit more
I
civilized. than
hope anyway.
I hope so. Also, I think we'll be better off in this area than
Yeah.
people in city because there's a lot of like dairy farms and stuff around,
Mhm.
and so like you can kill cows.
And it'll take somebody quite a long time to bike here from the cities. So
Like a day.
yeah, that's if they're a good biker.
From the cities?
Yeah.
A day?
Yeah.
Don't you go to Red Wing in how long?
Yeah. We did Red Wing in like 3 hours.
If you're
The
a
cities are
good
closer than
biker,
that.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Well. Yeah. No. It like well. I figure like St. Paul, Minneapolis. It's only what 30, 40 miles.
40 minutes. Yeah, 40 miles.
Yeah, and you can take interstates because cars don't work anymore.
Mhm.
But I don't think any douchebag is going to try and bike over here.
No, they wouldn't think about it. And also, they could head close. There's a lot closer places in
Yep.
Minnesota.
Yep.
But yeah, no, like I figure, like we got cow. Like farmers will make a shit ton of
They gotta
barter things.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're bartering for now because no,
Yeah.
so much of the cash is digital.
And if you have cash is gonna be useless because what's somebody gonna want a bunch of cash for?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I have very little anything of actual value here then, and
Well, I can't do anything with those CDs anymore or video
Nope.
games. So.
we could put a little hand crank up to the record player.
Yeah,
And,
that's true. That'll work. But and then you just hear it come off the needle.
yep, yeah, we don't have any powered speakers. Shit. Phone.
Yep.
Dang.
Yeah, no, I guess I have the beer. I have the beer
You're gonna have to go get a shit ton of propane tanks when all
And
this
grain.
happens. Yep. Unless you start your own grain in the back.
Yeah, but you won't. You'll have a limited supply of propane.
Well, you can hook up with Andy Peterson then too, because he's got all those hops over there.
Yeah, there you go. Yep. Well, and you don't need propane. You could do a wood fire.
True.
Harder to control and not quite as hot, but it'll get the job done. Man, yeah, that would suck, man. Not having.
You guys are pretty close to the river here, so you could walk down there easily, get water.
Yeah. Yeah. Shit. Like, well, and then like we wouldn't know what happened to Pete. Like,
No,
he's
not for
over
a
in
long
Hudson.
time.
Like that's
North,
so far
all the
away.
way north. That's a
North
bridge.
Hudson.
You gotta cross the bridge.
You gotta cross. You gotta
Okay.
cross an entire bridge,
Yeah,
guys.
you won't
It's not
know.
until like 30 seconds before you
We
get to
won't
the
know
house.
about
But
anything that happened in Hudson, or well, you can bike to Hudson pretty quick.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, no, I like bicycles and horses.
Maybe that's what you can start doing. You can be the messenger man.
I don't want to be a messenger man, dude. I already
Okay,
have a
yeah.
skill. I don't need to become a messenger man.
Okay.
I mean, that's
I
a
mean,
good idea, though.
You're already biking the distance, so.
True,
might as well bring a message.
right? I'll become a mailman.
Just get a backpack and a bunch of pieces of paper and a pencil.
You know what we'll do? We'll just do live podcasts, man. Like,
And we're biking down the road right now.
we'll bike
Dude.
into a town and like set up in their town
Dude,
hall.
We got to get a pedal pub. We
Oh,
could set up our rolling studio on the pedal pub.
yeah. You pedal around, you hear.
We could be like a traveling
And then we just have
circus, except
have
not
those,
the circus part.
not megaphones, but the old style megaphones where you're just talking to like the actual cone.
Pete knows how to play an instrument, right?
Yep, I will serenade.
Matt knows a bunch of songs. So like, Matt can sing. I'll just pedal.
Just sing good riddance.
We'll
over and
serve
over
your
again.
beer on the pedal pub.
Yeah. And that's how we'll make our living. Traveling town to town, pedaling.
Yeah.
And singing classic rock to people.
And some new hits too.
Yeah.
The newest hits
some
that we'll ever have.
The latest hits that ever happened.
The very last hits.
The
Now
bad thing is,
987.
Don't
the
even
last
know anyone.
hits.
I'll just be like raindrops, crop top, because I hear that fucking song every time I work.
I don't think I've heard that yet.
Please
I like
don't
I
ever
like
hear
this
it.
pedal pub idea. Pete, you're a genius. You're a fucking genius, man.
Fuck everything we were talking about. If we get a pedal pub, everyone will just gather on it.
They will flock to the pedal pub.
And we'll make money and eat food and
We will get robbed
And we'll
so
party.
fast.
no, we'll get
We
defense
need-
system.
We'll have defense.
We'll have like missile defense
And
systems.
Carlos will be like in the Arctic
Shit,
somewhere.
we want to have missile defense systems.
No,
we'll have
man.
a cannon. We'll have a fucking cannon.
Oh, dude, I was on a cannon
have a
crew at Civil
fucking
War
cannon.
Camp, man. I know how that shit works.
We'll craft bows and arrows. Yep, it'll work.
Well, I mean, guns will still work. Like, I don't think we need bows and arrows, man.
Well, I keep thinking we're like going back in time.
Not that far back.
Shit.
I mean, I don't know how to make bullets, though. Do you know how to make bullets?
Yeah, that commodity's gonna be gone really quick.
I know a couple people who do, who know how.
All
so
right.
we could pedal pub on over there and
We
get
can
some.
just pedal pub over, trade some beer for bullets.
What do we need?
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I don't want to like protect the pedal pub. That seems like a lot of. Like,
Well, we'll get a hot air balloon and just like attach the pedal pump to it.
Oh, okay.
Like so it'd be
Except then if
like
things
an
go
airship.
wrong, then we have to.
We could build
it takes
we're
forever to
gonna
fucking
build
go
a
up.
zeppelin.
Whoopee, a zeppelin.
I don't know where we're gonna get the hydrogen or the helium. Like I don't think we can just blow it up like a balloon.
Well, however they do weather balloons, we'll just do that.
Yeah, that's helium.
And then we won't know how to come back down. Yeah, we're not gonna do that part.
No, yeah,
Figure
man.
something out though.
Like we would go up.
Yeah, like, oh,
On a
shit, now
one-way
what?
trip. Shit, Pete, let some air out. How much air? I don't know.
Get the beers out. We're going into space.
At least the beer's cold now.
As long as we pack parachutes along, we'll be okay.
Do you know how to pack a parachute?
Well, they should already be packed. when
Do
we
you
take
know
them.
where to get a parachute?
Gander
Baldwin.
Mountain.
Oh, all
I'm just
right. Oh, we just
Wait,
gotta
where?
pedal over to
The
Baldwin.
skydiving place in Baldwin.
Oh yeah, I used to work for
That's true, and that like they won't.
And
even
then if
think
our
about-
balloon pops because we get too close to space, we start falling. Then we're good.
that. Just pop the
And then
parachute.
start all over again.
I think
Dude,
we'd run out of oxygen
No,
before
get
the balloon
parachutes
pops.
on
No, we'll be
the
okay.
pedal pump. So why the hell do we go in the air in the first place? To come back down safely. And elevate it. This is gonna suck.
Though I think we might be able to get cars started. Like
Did they in the show?
Yeah, we just won't have radio.
no. Oh, I'm trying to think. Like, well, no, we need the spark plugs. Damn it. Right? You need
What about
spark
the,
plugs
what
for a
about the
combustion
ones that
engine?
use coal?
There's a coal car.
We have to stoke the fire and
Oh, we could become
Coals.
train operators, man.
Yeah,
But
dude, I'm
like
telling
instead
you.
of a train, make a steam car.
make it out of like the vibe or something. You know,
Just vibing along
make
and
a
like
steam car. out
like
of
just shoveling coal in the back of the vibe.
Just go find a Model T.
I think I don't honestly have no idea how early combustion engines work.
Then I don't think we'll find one. Whoever has one is going to be driving it around.
It's true.
We'll have to chase them down in the pedal pub.
We can probably walk to them.
Well, also like refining gasoline, that'll probably stop.
Oh, jeez. We're just not going to do it.
But a Model T doesn't need gasoline; it needs steam. Isn't it a steam?
No, Model T's a gas combustion engine.
Is it? What's
Yeah.
the steam one?
I don't know if there was a steam car, man. There
Swear there
had to have
was.
been a steam car. Steam car. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Driving a 100-year-old steam car, the 1913 Stanley Steamer.
Dropped a Stanley steamer in your back seat.
But how did the steam get warm?
Heat.
Well, yeah, obviously heat.
Hmm.
The
But-
steam engine is an external combustion engine as opposed to internal. External combustion, huh?
Yeah, that's something.
Don't you just light the boiler basically?
Yeah, but you got to keep it like there has to be some sort of fuel there. So I guess coal. So I mean, all those coal miners that Trump says he's going to help.
Yeah,
they-
that'll actually. Yeah.
So maybe Trump should just get rid of electricity.
Oh yeah.
And then like
burning fuel with oxygen.
his shit'll skyrocket, and also he won't have any more power. So just a win-win, guys.
Oh.
All right. I don't know if we can
Win-win.
mine this for any more.
Yeah, we're just not going to do it.
We're
just not going to go without electricity.
We're
so
not. We're not going to do the pedal
We
pump.
decided against it.
All right.
The whole thing.
We're going to keep electricity this time.
Yep.
For now. We might change it up later.
Yep.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in this week. Hope you enjoyed our discussion. And if you want to let us know what you would do without electricity, shoot us a comment on the Facebook page or shoot us an email or whatever. And make sure you guys support us at patreon.com/blindstudios or use our Amazon link. It really helps us out. If you have any questions, comments, show ideas, or what have you, go ahead and shoot us an email at feedback@blindstudios.com. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/blindstudios. You can follow us on Twitter at blind_ninja. And I'll see you guys next week.